All right, hey, welcome to Thanks Academy, the podcast where we watch all the Best Picture winners of all time, but in random order and with random friends. And today's random friend is Mr. John Rabon. How are you?
Good.
Good.
It's great to be here.
Yes, it is.
In the new year.
In a brand new year with it's cold as balls outside. And I have to keep it cold in here, too. I'm sorry about that.
No, but there's no wind in here. It really sucks outside.
It's just us. We are the wind.
We are the, yeah.
On the inside. I tried turning on the heater, and it overheated the projector, and then the projector, conked out halfway through the movie, and we had to sit and wait for it to cool down.
Okay, then, yeah.
So I've got to, figure out the physics of this movie theater business. Anyway, today we're going to watch a movie I know literally nothing about. I don't even know the title. Ordinary People?
It's Ordinary People. I know one thing about it.
What's your one thing?
The one thing I know is that it is Robert Redford's directorial debut.
No shit!
That's the only thing I know about it.
I had no idea. I don't know who's in it. I don't know anything about it.
That's what pulled up when I Googled it right before you said, hey, don't look at anything. And I went, all right. And I closed it and I went, fuck, I saw the one thing.
Okay, that's fine. So that's interesting.
That's
okay.
the one thing I know.
Robert Redford.
His first movie that he directed.
Okay.
Which leads me to believe that this is going to be artsy as shit. Like he's going to, or because you know how they go, you know what? I'm an artist now. Or I'm going to direct. They get, you know how
but
actors
Redford,
get
of all the ones, I'm thinking Sundance, I'm thinking of the movies he made. He seems like he's going to be, and I don't know how many Robert Redford directed movies I've watched.
Yeah.
He strikes me as more of a workman, Clint Eastwood,
right.
I'm just going to get this movie done and out there. Than a Ridley Scott, let's put a lot of fucking zhuzh into it kind of director.
It's true.
So, I mean...
Maybe so. Yeah.
I don't even know what genre we're working in here. My guess is that because it's 1980, and Robert Redford directing it doesn't change my mind on this, I'm guessing this is one of those ensemble, Altman-esque, bunch of people going through life drama,
introspective bullshit,
proto 30-something bullshit.
Because they had to have made it in late 1979,
right?
So it's right before Reagan. So they're not they're not.
There's no hope yet.
Yeah, they're not dealing with the.
And the bigger, what were the big hits at this time? Diner was a big hit.
Right.
What was the one with all the friends who get back together?
With The Big Chill?
The Big Chill. Right. So I'm expecting something along those lines of and It, Stephen King's It. There's all these books and movies around this time just basically about friends who've been friends forever shooting the shit.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to care.
Right.
Yeah. That genre always sets me up for disappointment, or it did when I was a kid, because I assumed, look around me, all these friends I have in school, we are going to be friends forever, and we're going to come back together, and our lives are going to be different, but we're still good. None of that shit came to pass.
No,
I've had to make new friends literally every 3 years, because I just keep shedding them like snakeskin.
Yeah, they move on with their lives or whatever's
whatever
going
they've
on.
Got.
Yeah,
it's really hard to keep a friend for more than 3 years. I think we should tell children this instead of fooling them with movies.
Yeah, don't get too attached. Yeah. don't fooling them with movies. Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I have no idea who's in this. I didn't even look up the awards for this year because I liked how much of a blank slate I had going in.
Yeah.
I don't even have a guess. Okay, do you think Robert Redford's in it?
I don't think it. I bet he's not. I bet for his first time around, he's like, I'm gonna sit this out.
So maybe Paul Newman's in it though. They were friends, right?
Yeah, but they only. Yeah, didn't they only do 2 movies together though?
Right, but those 2 movies were The Sting and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
They were great. They were amazing. Yeah. That's why I'm thinking if he was in it, if they were involved, we would have heard of it.
That's right.
Yeah, because the only thing I'm ever thinking. I know it's called Ordinary People, but I can't help but thinking it's Ruthless People.
Yes!
And there's no way we're watching Ruthless People.
I know,
there's
that's
no
what
way
I thought
that
it
won
was.
Best Director, but I kind of wish that's what we were watching. I really want to watch Bette Midler being kidnapped by Judge Reinhold and Helen Slater and Danny DeVito being Danny DeVito.
My whole life, I thought that movie won Best Picture. Because when I looked over the list, I got the 2 confused in my head, and I was like, wow, people really liked Ruthless People. I'm assuming the title is ironic. I'm assuming that these people disordinary things are going to happen to them at the very least. Like, it can't really be a 2-hour movie.
It can't be.
Just about completely basic assholes. How great would that be, though?
Self-centered shoegazers. Yeah, just 2 hours of ordinary.
Just 19. It's just the story.
Me.
It's all the story of a 1980s company softball team that won 4 games and lost 7.
And it follows the entire season.
Yeah, it does. And, there's a little bit of drama.
Painstaking detail on every game.
Mm-hmm,
a little bit of drama. Oh.
At the very least, I just watched for last week's episode, Gladiator, and that movie had precisely one woman in it.
That's right.
It
really did.
I am hoping that the fact that it's called Ordinary People and not Ordinary Men means that there will be more than a woman. But you never know with late 70s, early 80s. Women were only just invented, and it's really hard to squeeze them into movies, apparently. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else I can guess about this movie. It's 2 hours long. Suburbia. What do you think? Suburbia? Nascent, suburban, like American Beauty style, like, oh, they look ordinary on the outside, but they're full of torment on the inside kind of thing?
We can only hope. It really... Oh, man. I can't even imagine what's about to happen.
Parenthood? Do you think there's children in this movie?
I just think I'm going to be disappointed. I think that's the only thing that I'm definitely sure of. But like I told you when we talked about me doing this, I'm just glad it's not the English Patient.
Yes.
I know that's coming for you, but...
I have been taking the random choice generator has been pushing me into the late 90s, early 2000s a lot lately, and boy, was that a shitty phase in general. And English Patient was at the top of that dung heap. And
that was the one I'm like going, it's going to be the English Patient.
No.
I'm going to be pissed.
I would never. We'll do this, and hopefully it won't be worse. All right, well, let's just see it. Let's try it. Maybe it'll be... is this movie better than The English Patient? That's our theory going in. That's our question. There's always 2 choices on my generator, just in case there's something that somebody loves or has seen or something like that. The other choice for you is Wings, the very, very first Academy Award winner.
Oh, my God.
And for some reason...
Hey!
Donald Sutherland. Mary Tyler Moore.
Whoa!
I'm excited. Judd Hirsch. Nice.
And Judd Hirsch. Wow, Timothy Hutton.
Yeah, seriously.
One of his first. Wow.
We have not heard anything yet, and I'm concerned. Should I be concerned?
Maybe. Yeah.
You would think there'd be music or something. I'm just gonna do this real fast and see if this movie has no sound. Well, that really fucked things up.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was okay. This movie opens. I'm sorry.
Movie opens completely
silent. That's how ordinary these people are. They don't have any theme song. I think we're gonna have laughs.
Wow.
Because Mary Tyler Moore, right?
Yeah, but Judd Hirsch is only funny in Taxi.
That's pretty funny, though.
Yeah. Oh, no, I guess he was unintentionally funny in Independence Day.
That's right. Oh, no. Is this Pachelbel's Canon in D? I can't. I cannot with that song.
Oh, God.
All right. Should we start singing Blues Traveler's Hook over this, or... Did you know that song is Pachelbel's Canon in D?
No, this is, you know what? This has all been worth it because of that. I did not.
That's why that song was a hit. They were like, why don't we just take something everybody listens to constantly and write a pop song over it?
It's weird to hear it not at a wedding.
Well, maybe this starts at
a movie wedding.
There's a gazebo.
There is a gazebo.
Where there's a gazebo, there's usually a wedding. There's a church.
Maybe this is... Wow, this is... Oh, I see what he's...
We're getting closer. Wait, there's words to Pachelbel's Canon in D?
1980s hair.
So wait, okay. This must be like high school choir, maybe college? College
Choir?
Yeah, that was a college campus because
That's, was that Phoebe Cates?
No way!
That's a Phoebe Cates looking...
Yeah, no, she was too young.
Alright, you're right.
Yeah, Fast Times wasn't until like 86. Football player, obligatory football player.
Timothy Hutton. Look at him.
Wow. Whoever was in charge of setting lyrics to that song really just went for the obvious, didn't they?
Do you know we've made love 113 times?
My hair looks like shit, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like shit.
Trauma?
Hey,
Yep.
there's
Yep.
crap. Look at that ass. No dirty stuff out of the window. Oh, no dirty stuff?
It's the... Yeah, it's
Nice
the...
knees. Hey, interested in something, Jack?
So I guess this is high school.
So I guess it is high school.
Yeah.
They're just old high school students.
Very
What's your theory on Jude
wizened
falling?
high schoolers. What is
Conrad,
that?
what's your theory on Jude falling?
Teacher looks like Jane Curtin.
Do you think he was powerless in the grip of
I know she doesn't.
circumstance, or could he have helped himself?
I don't, powerless? I guess he thought he was, yeah.
The guy was a real jerk. He was all hung up on what was a moral thing to do, and it didn't make any sense.
I think that's a little too easy, Joel. Paul, what do you think?
I found the book really hard to follow. I couldn't figure it out.
And that's high school.
That was honest.
Yeah, that was the most honest. I couldn't...
I don't understand the book.
It's hard to follow it. I don't understand why we read it.
Dr. Berger.
Yes?
Hi, this is Conrad Jarrett.
Calling?
Conrad Jarrett. Dr. Crawford at Hillsborough Hospital gave me your number.
I saw Mort Swain. His sister died.
The one from Idaho?
The one with the restaurant.
She died in Idaho?
I guess so.
This is too realistic.
Why?
You said she was always traveling.
Look, we named the movie Ordinary People, okay? We have to
Maybe she
keep
died in
it
Idaho.
monotonous,
Maybe can't say.
uninteresting.
You talk to him about it? Does he want to go to London?
I think he knows what he wants to do.
I do like how they cut away from all their conversations. Like, okay, that's not going anywhere. Like, we'll just leave now.
It's like, oh, I was wrong. This is not important.
Yeah.
Anyway, next day. It's a wishy-washy documentary.
Yeah.
Documentarian.
Is that dog food? What the fuck is she carrying?
Connie, I got your dog food. Nope. No.
Okay. Dry cleaning? What is she carrying?
Huh.
Oh, is that the brother's room?
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I think she's hesitating before going into the bathroom.
God, please say he's just chained up in there.
Oh, look. Yeah, all the trophies.
The successful one.
The successful son. It should have been you, Connie.
Holy shit, I had that poster. No, seriously.
The Aspen
poster, yeah. Well,
Oh, he wants to go to Austin.
he only made it to 8 places before he died.
Just 8 pins, and one of them was Austin.
Yep.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was a little bit higher, which means he made it to Waco, which is
Yep.
unfortunate.
Yep. Is it creepy that the dead kid looks a little bit like Robert Redford?
Sorry.
Don't do that.
Sorry.
I didn't think you were here.
I'm sorry. I just got in. I didn't know you were here.
I didn't play golf today. It's too cold.
How was your golf game?
I didn't play.
Oh, did you get colder today?
No, I mean for the year it's colder.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Weren't you swimming today?
Uh-huh. Yeah, sorry I scared you.
How'd it go?
Good. I swam well today.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, that's so much better.
Personally,
Thank you
I
for
think I
putting
can
that
swim
plan.
50. My timing got better. I'm just a little off on my timing.
Well, you have to work at that.
Yeah. I got 74 on a trig quiz.
74. John's awful at trig.
Oh, yeah. Did you took trig?
Did they sleep together?
I
Why
know,
are
I was
they
just gonna
off?
say they're talking like they just
I
fucked.
think trig.
I know.
I bought you 2 shirts on you then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who's gonna be there?
That's the kind of conversation that, like,
Well, of course,
apartment
I've got this
neighbors have after they fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Why don't we just go to the movies?
Mother and son reunion. I don't know what's going on there. That's really, really odd.
That's not negative.
I am rooting for anything to be happening in this movie.
Okay.
Really?
Okay, yeah, come on, let's go.
It's a slow boil.
What's
Yeah.
the excuse?
Turns out they're fucking. Donald Sutherland is running a cocaine ring.
Good.
The supposedly dead son is chained up in the basement.
And Judd Hirsch is an action
All right,
hero.
now
Yeah,
smile.
Judd Hirsch is ex-CIA,
Yeah.
and the kid's a Russian spy, and he's gonna get busted.
I think he came in here looking like something out of the Body Snatchers. It's not my impression that you need a tranquilizer.
He is not a good therapist.
What is this?
More like bad will hunting.
Just tell the time, but I can't. Is that? Jesus. So you know when the hours
Cut
are?
that out.
Right.
All right.
50 minutes? 55 minutes? What is it?
God, I constantly
Maybe
look
I
at the
don't
clock
want
in my therapy
No, I mean,
visits.
my timing's for
Oh, yeah?
shit.
Well, it's like
I know he's got 2 guys who are swimming the 50
comedy
better than me.
instincts. I'm like, okay, I gotta hit my closer 5 minutes before
Boring.
the hour is up.
He's a tight-ass son of a bitch.
I don't want to drop any
Have you
big
ever thought
bombs,
about
but I
quitting?
also gotta hit a place where I can wrap it up. you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
All right.
I just got the light.
Yeah, exactly.
Got 5 minutes left.
You know what? We haven't covered my girlfriend. Let me do a quick bit on her. And then we'll get out of here.
Oh, man.
Same thing that happened last year. It's the same damn thing I did last year.
Are you the same person you were last year?
I don't know.
That's why you need a tranquilizer?
You tell me.
Nope, it's up to you.
$50 an hour. Can't you decide if I should have a pill or not? I mean, you're a doctor. I'm supposed to feel better, right?
Not necessarily.
Whoa.
I bet your folks are real proud of you.
Let's see. My brother drowned. Well, back to the swim team.
Well, but to be
Water's
fair,
not an issue.
if your brother drowns, don't you really want to know how to swim? Don't you want to be really good at it?
Yeah, I can.
Definitely a low self-image there.
So, I don't think people want to be with him. He provokes people.
Well, here, why don't you do this? It's an awkward age. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
It's not the
Maybe he
dead
needs
brother.
change. You sure he's eating enough?
Huh. You think his brother's death had anything to do with him being
He's
weird?
probably just not eating enough.
Yeah. Well, you know, teenagers today.
Yeah. Honestly, just more calories solves everything.
Is he eating enough? Yeah, that's
I
right.
don't know. I'm supposed to stop
Have you
here.
put anything inside of a Jello mold and fed that to him?
It's supposed to stop would make that
That's my idea as an old person in 1980.
I thought we were all finished with that.
Oh, that's my bus. I gotta go. I'll see you later. And you're really a terrific tenor.
How are you just saying that?
Because he's definitely a baritone. Like,
Right.
that was not the tenor part.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
She likes him because he's mysterious and keeps to himself.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Ordinary People, the story of an athlete who decided choir was better.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
He sings like he swims.
Do you think this is the kind of movie where they're going to say the title at some point? Like in one of these conversations?
Look, we're just ordinary people trying to live our lives.
I kind of want to... I think it is. I think we're going to get the title somewhere in the third act here.
I'll give you a call.
Will you?
No.
What's this movie's end game? Like, what?
I bet it's not happy. We are not ending on a everybody's going to be okay.
Doesn't it have to end on an event?
It's like, you know what?
Oh. Oh, Grandma.
Yeah. Ooh.
I was like, Mary Tyler Moore got a hold.
Yeah. No, there's no there's no resolution between the three of them, and then Pachelbel's Canon plays the credits. It's
Well,
not,
Pachelbel's Canon's gonna fucking play.
it's gonna play.
It's the only song they paid for this movie.
Holy shit!
That's the other thing. There is no soundtrack. I think that's part of what makes it feel so blah.
Did he not get enough Butch Cassidy Sundance money for 2 songs?
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
Well, at least he's eating something. Wow.
I think I'm gonna turn in. Dinner was good. Really good.
Pretty early. You tired?
Yeah, it was kind of a rough week.
I hope your grandmother wasn't too tough on you.
No, she was fine. I'm glad you're back.
You know, affection.
Wow. Fuck you. You got hugged. Wham.
She looks just like I looked when I was right before I went to rehab, and I was a strung out junkie. My niece was 7 and came up and hugged me at Christmas, and I looked like that. I was like, "What the fuck just happened? Why did she hug me?
Why did human affection happen on me? Ugh.
That's exactly what that looked like. He's like,
Ugh. They're real proud of that shitty yard, huh?
They do spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
Dad?
The yard looks smaller without leaves. Your mother's going away for a while.
Where? Why?
Back to Houston. I don't know.
Why? What? I know why. It's me, isn't it?
Oh my god, I can feel the
Yeah,
movie
it's
starting
my fault.
over.
Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. It's nobody's fault. Things happen in this world. People don't always have the answers for them, you know.
I don't know what I'm yelling at you for.
No, that's right. You're right. You ought to do that more often.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Haul my ass a little, get after me. The way you used to for him.
Oh, he needed it. You didn't. You were always so hard on yourself. I never had the heart.
Oh, Dad, don't.
Oh, that's the truth. I never worried about you. I just wasn't listening.
Well, I wasn't putting out many signals then. I really don't think you could have done anything.
No, I should have got a handle on it somehow.
I used to figure you had a handle for everything. You knew it all. And I know that wasn't fair, but you always made us feel like everything was going to be all right. I thought about that a lot lately. I really admire you for it.
I don't admire people too much. They'll disappoint you sometimes.
That's terrible
I'm
advice.
disappointed. I love you.
Yeah.
I love you.
How many hugs does it take to end a movie? That many. All right, good.
We're just two ordinary people in a crazy world, son.
Well, I'm glad they ended on Pachelbel's Canon and T. Because I would have been real mad if they didn't. If they ended on, like, Kajagoogoo or something. M. Emmett Walsh.
That's
who
the guy.
Yeah.
Elizabeth
Miss
McGovern. That's who it
Oh.
is. Also starring
James Seeking.
Adam Baldwin.
Yeah, you're right about Adam Baldwin. Okay. All right. Music adapted
Marvin
by
Hamlish.
Marvin, you did shit. You didn't do fucking shit in this movie. You added lyrics to a song that never needed them. Okay, well, that was ordinary. What to say about that?
They could have made that an ABC after-school special.
Yeah. Do you think
30 minutes?
a 30-minute?
Yeah,
Because weren't the after school? Those were 45.
Were they?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
with plenty of commercials.
Yeah.
That's what made it a special.
Oh, yeah,
You know.
it was special.
Yeah.
My God.
If you haven't seen this movie, which I don't think anybody's gone back and watched this movie. This movie is not like one that people seek out. It never makes the list of top anything. AFI forgot about it. The plot of the movie is there's a family in Illinois.
There is.
They used to have 2 kids, and then like some shit happened on Lake Michigan or whatever, and now there's only 1 kid. And then that one remaining kid tried to kill himself, but he failed, so that's why they're still a family.
He failed.
And turns out they needed therapy. The men got some. The mother didn't. So she loses, and she has to go to Houston.
So she loses. And her punishment is she has to go to Houston.
She has to live in Texas, which is exactly how, like, I think every Midwesterner ends up in Texas.
They didn't go to therapy.
That's right. If they honestly don't want to face up to Midwestern nice versions of emotions, they just come to Texas and bury themselves in whatever we've got going on in terms of Texas nice. That's.
Man.
I mean, that's the plot.
Yeah.
It's a long movie for that to be the entire plot.
Yeah, there was a lot of ordinary shit that went on.
Yep.
That was a lot of mundane. Hey, would you like to escape your life by watching somebody live theirs?
Ugh. We saw French toast get made.
Yeah, and then thrown away.
We saw swim team practice.
Yeah,
a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They talked about tax lawyer shit.
Yeah, we saw.
And stocks and bonds and lots of business talk.
Yep.
For no reason.
Saw some golf. Literally got to watch grass grow there.
We did.
Yep. Entire therapy sessions. We were treated to. Yeah. I mean, what? I don't know, John. I don't know how to. I've never known less how to react to a movie
Yeah, I don't. I think the biggest thing, the biggest question that I have is what movies lost to that? Like, how angry would you be? Like, I'm like, how bad was the?
Yeah, I don't think it was a great year.
Oh, okay. If Sally Field and Dustin, that means Kramer versus Kramer.
Wait. No. I don't think I got the right. That was the year before.
Okay, I was about to say. Oh yeah, so you want the one?
Yeah.
53rd.
Yeah, it's always 1 year off from what I want.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
man.
Wow.
The year after.
So it lost to or beat Coal Miner's Daughter, Elephant Man, Raging
Bull lost.
Yeah, and something called Test.
That's a bunch of horse shit. Raging Bull was much better than that.
Yes, Scorsese and Raging Bull both lost to Robert Redford in this movie. Wow. I
mean, I understand Polanski in this, especially this year.
Yes.
Post Jesus Roman era.
Yeah.
You know, but still, man.
It's a nothing movie. And I mean, it's not like a terrible movie. The acting is fine.
Oh, Timothy Hutton won an Oscar for Ordinary People for that.
For being a kid.
Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he had to do a lot of work. How was he a supporting actor in that movie, though?
Right. He was like...
the main goddamn character. I don't know. Oh, I didn't know Mary Steenburgen won an actor. Or an Oscar. That's cool.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They gave it best screenplay. Best
based
adapted.
on... Oh, okay, so it was a novel.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Nobody would sit down and go, you know what? I'm going to write a movie from scratch. Nobody's going to talk in it, and nothing's going to happen in it.
Yeah, it was not written for the film, that one.
No, that had to be adapted
Jesus.
From somebody's ponderous MFA, project.
Oh, man.
I wonder if Hollywood was, like, angry about Star Wars and Jaws and you know what I mean, like blockbuster entertainment, and they were like, fuck you, America.
Yeah.
Here's what we think movies should be.
Did they make this because Kramer versus Kramer won the year before? Is that why?
I don't know.
Is that because it was like,
let's just keep going with this really ponderous shit?
Because look, yeah, like real, people like to see, ordinary people fight. I don't know. Just have
this era of the best this whole little mini era. Hold on, I want to get up the list of best picture winners because honestly, things were shit for a while. And
70.
I haven't seen Kramer versus Kramer yet, but I have seen Chariots of Fire, which was a snooze fest.
Yeah.
And I've seen Gandhi when I was a child, and it put me to sleep. I mean, and Out of Africa was one of the worst movies we've done in this podcast.
Oh, I bet.
Honestly,
so Amadeus was
it took two Vietnam movies, Deer Hunter and Platoon. Between those two Vietnam movies, which themselves are a bit of a drag, but in a way that at least involves guns.
Yeah.
It was just a dry...
Yeah, Terms of Endearment.
I haven't seen Terms of Endearment. Hopefully it's fantastic because I have to watch it soon. But ugh. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's...
The Academy Awards sucked. Real hard between... and I hate Woody Allen with a passion, but I'm going to give it to him at least that he is not boring.
Right.
So from Annie Hall to Rain Man, there's just a whole lot of punishment.
Man.
There's nothing fun.
And
then they start having fun again.
Yeah, that's some crazy...
This is a bad decade.
That's an unfortunate decade. That's
a great decade for movies.
Yeah, there was a lot
of... The late 70s, early 80s, like, everything they're remaking now is from that era because it was so fucking fun.
It's like they gave the Oscar for just dull, like subtlety.
Yeah.
Like subtlety was you know.
You know what's
Was
you
a
know,
positive? I don't know.
this was, I guess, this was 1 year before Chariots of Fire. What pissed me off about Chariots of Fire when we looked up what it beat, you know,
Yeah.
one of the movies nominated for Best Picture, and I can't believe we don't talk about this, in 1981 that lost to boring ass Chariots of Fire, was Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was nominated for a Best Picture.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Imagine that world in which the Academy Award went to Raiders of the Lost, which I think nobody today would argue with.
Right.
We'd all be like, wow, cool. They picked a really fun-ass blockbuster that set up a franchise that defined a generation.
Right.
They used to do that with, like, you know, Rocky 1.
Yeah.
I mean, you could...
My God.
Anyway.
No, it's yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't have any thoughts to expand on about that movie other than all right.
I feel parched. Like we
Yeah.
had just wandered through a desert of emotion. And, like, we got a couple of people who would sometimes have outbursts and yell a little bit. And it was honestly a relief. And I think that's what the movie was going for.
Right. Yeah, and boy, and that also really easy for Timothy Hutton's character. What, Conrad?
Conrad.
It's really easy for Conrad to, like, because Judd Hirsch was not a good psychiatrist.
No, he was not.
he didn't.
Neither in his character's terms, nor as an actor. In neither sense did I believe him as a useful shrink.
He could smoke a cigarette, but other than that,
Yeah.
like he just like yeah, just
He was kind of just a confrontational asshole
right
with a lot of rules.
and immediately broke him. Like he's like, and you're cured.
The big breakthrough happens and he goes, hey, you know, I'm your best friend.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
No, you can't.
You can't do that as a shrink. That's...
Yeah, and he didn't actually, it wasn't him. It was the, his friend had to kill herself for him to go, I'm going to feel sad, finally. Like,
Yeah.
it took...
he fixed himself.
Yeah, he actually did. It was more of a line judge. He wasn't so much a psychiatrist, but just kind of a referee for
Yeah.
not even the main ref, just one of the
For a movie that's trying to be propaganda for psychology, it fails miserably at that. And I don't know what... I mean, I guess maybe it was... Were we in such a place in our culture in 1980 that it was a riveting drama to see played out the fact that someone decided to go to a shrink? Like, because that was still a no-no or a yes-yes? Was
like
there some sort of Roe vs. Wade going on with that?
You could go to therapy and still be ordinary.
Oh, and you're not crazy.
Yeah, maybe that was the...
Well, that seems really stupid now. I mean, that does not... that concept doesn't hold up whatsoever.
Oh.
It's like watching a movie about people realizing smoking is bad for them. I mean, like...
Right.
Maybe at the time this movie was revelatory.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're missing. We're missing the historical context of expressing your feelings, I guess.
I said this during the movie, but honestly, okay, these were our both of us. These were our parents that we were watching, the adults in this movie, and I always had this just feeling when I was a kid that my parents were really, really boring, and based on the movies about the adult lives of adults in the 70s and 80s, I think I was right. I think that literally the baby boomers may have been, for all the hoo-ha and the hoopla, a really dull people. Just ugh.
And also, how can you be boring? And I mean, like, even with money, they didn't do anything interesting.
No, they didn't even want to go to parties. They were dragged to one party,
right?
And he got a little bit drunk and sat on the worst carpeted staircase of all time, and had a conversation about what was going on in his life. And then his wife was offended. That was their idea of a good time. That was a party.
That movie drained me of my desire and ability to be entertaining on this podcast. Like I was like, okay, how do I don't give a shit now. Like I'm just like, God damn that movie. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't bad.
But it wasn't good.
Here's
the problem. It wasn't bad in terms... Bad would have been entertaining. It was anti-entertainment.
Yeah.
It was bad at being entertainment. Even in a sense of, like, if you want to sit down and watch something ponderous and thinky and it sucked at that, too. There was no real deep thought in this movie. Other than, like, moms should hug their kids.
Maybe feel emotion towards your kid. I think that's a pretty good rule.
But you know what? Fuck it. Here's the thing. Okay. So here's what... This movie was unbelievable on one level. Because they set up this family that's got a lot of fucked up shit going on psychologically.
Yeah.
And yet they're relatively together. They're hanging together pretty well. He hasn't lost his job. They don't fight too much. Right. Kid's still back from the hospital from committing, so he's back on the swim team, still going with his friends. Yeah, it kind of crumbles a little bit around the edges through the movie. They should be fucked up. The emotionless mom who blames her surviving son for the death of her favorite son should be a raging alcoholic.
Yeah.
The dad, who is absolutely emotionally like an open wound, should have lost his job. Like,
he shouldn't be effective at all. And Conrad shouldn't be passing shit. Like, he shouldn't be passing any tests.
No, Conrad should just be an open-ended rage machine, and he actually has to go to therapy just to get into a fight because they're so repressed. They're like repressed to a level that is completely unbelievable. Like, even repression usually shows itself in more entertaining ways than just, hey, we're gonna make French toast.
Oh.
So I'm mad at this movie. I hate movies where they try to convey their point that life is difficult by making you watch a movie that's difficult to watch. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, you made your point. Like 5 minutes in, you already made your point. It's just...
Don't make me suffer through what the characters are suffering through. Show it to me, but also entertain me a little bit, or give me something.
Yeah, we could have watched 30 minutes of that movie and not missed anything.
Yeah, they
could have taken like chunks.
Mm-hmm. I don't usually. I chop up the movie for the episode. It might be 5 minutes because there's really the whole movie can be condensed into a nothing.
Yeah.
God, I wish this was Ruthless People. I wish that.
Me too.
I wish that our confusion made it so, and that we had the 2 hours of our lives back. I'm supposed to go to therapy this week, and I don't want to because it's going to give me PTSD from watching this movie.
Be sure to talk about it.
No, there's nothing to talk about. If there was something to talk about, we wouldn't be struggling to end this episode. John.
Yeah.
I owe you one.
No problem.
Yeah, I absolutely... I have weird blind trust, even after, dozens of these episodes proving that I shouldn't. In the fact that because they won an award, at least it'll be something. Like sitting down to watch it will be something. And this is one of those times when it was... I feel nothing.
Yeah. I also feel nothing. Maybe I
guess maybe that was Robert Redford's achievement. We are now, like the characters in the movie, emotionally dead.
Yeah. And now we need therapy.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
No, thanks for having me.
Do you have anything coming up? Or anything you'd like to tell the audience about?
Just my Yes, I'm Still Sober podcast that I do. Comes out every Wednesday.
That's great. That's a topic that you can choose what you're going to talk about, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah, I just talk shit for 30 minutes, and sometimes it's recovery related.
That sounds way more entertaining than ordinary people. You also have an album out, your comedy album.
Yes, thank you for reminding me to promote my own bullshit. God damn it. Yes, I have an album out. It's available on iTunes and Amazon and Google Play.
Look
it's
it
just
up.
Self-titled.
Yeah, John Rabon.
Yeah.
Look it up. But we're both more entertaining in life than this movie allowed us to.
Yeah.
I just want to go to sleep. We'll be here next week with something that I hope isn't from 78 to 88. Stay tuned. Bye.
Bye.